Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Outcast Trading channel. My name is Jack, and we'll talk today a little bit more about financial markets if you didn't already know about it. So welcome, and nice to see you in the nice Friday morning. A little bit slow for me, but we'll get it going. So guys, yesterday we had not interest rates, god damn it, inflation release. And apparently it kind of moved the market. We'll start from crypto as usual, just a short little diagnosis of the dead market, and then we'll move to the Forex. For today, like I said yesterday, $119.80 and this account already recovering. I'm looking for some trades today, as Fridays are normally like a pump days. Probably there will be some opportunities today to be taken. Anyway, let's get it started. Let's get started with the Ethereum this time on the first shot. So what I was saying yesterday, we were talking about Ethereum being in the range and trying to test potential breakout. And as we spoke about it with Mark on the yesterday's evening stream, that this thing here, which was looking pretty bearish, until it is closed, you can't really take a position on. I think many people were wrecked yesterday trying to short the breakout. As we spoke, there is a lot of liquidity here to be grabbed, a lot of FOMO traders bored with the market who want finally this one, the only short, if Ethereum was not down about 80-something% from the top. So if you're trying to short the bottom, I think it's time to wait for a little bit more of a pullback and a little more of a better entry. So Ethereum is still in the range, surprise, and it reacted pretty nice yesterday. If we go to the lower time frame, it's like 4 hour, nice drop, then come back into the range, and possible continuation to the top of the range, as normally ranges play. And if this range plays, I would be expecting for a little bit of a movement, even to I mean, the easiest one will be like around 1500, overall 1700 if it goes to the upside, if it breaks this range to the upside. If it breaks to the downside, I see nothing before the $1000 mark. And yeah, this is what I would stick with Ethereum. With BTC, same old story. It's just a range. It tested yesterday a bottom liquidity zone. As I said on the stream, it's, if you want to do something here in this territory, just go fucking long. And okay, sorry, I have to disappear for a moment. And yes, Jackie is back. I saw something in my background which was disturbing me. Anyway, here we are with the range on the BTC. Nothing is really happening. It just tested the bottom of the range. The natural target would be the top of the range over time. So I think we're still in a good old range. And if it resolves to the upside, then 31,230, nothing changed from my perspective. To the downside, 12,000. It's a natural way for the price, which can give you a nice opportunity to make a trade. So far so good. Yesterday was a little bit of a turmoil, a little bit of a getting people wrecked, and this is what normally you would expect around those news. Hello Ken, how are you doing? Anyway, so we are with BTC. If we go from the higher time frames, so as you can see here, this is the territory on BTC, which is the former all-time high territory. The price is reacting over the last 3 months out of it. It's just ranging, trying to test break 200 EMA and SMA on the weekly to the upside over time. It tries to, it doesn't want to for now, and we'll stick to the downtrend narrative, but being in a range, a long-term range is the easiest place you can make. I know it's boring, I know this market is shit, but anyway, it's just buy here, sell here, and do it until it stops working. This is how I do it with the ranges. So here we have BTC, Ethereum, nothing changed. Nice reaction of the bottom of the range with the Ethereum, though. If we go a little bit of a drawings, maybe a little bit of unclear, but here we have the bottom of the current range, like a big one. The top of it is around 2000, so it's $1,000 range. We've seen bigger ones. Volatility weekly is still dropping, is still squeezing, and price action is trying to defend 200 SMA on the weekly here on Ethereum, along with the top of the former, like a little bit of a consolidation here, which we had. So as you can see, it's reacting. It's not yet ready to go lower, and I will be just patient. If you want to short it, try find a higher entry. If you want to actually long it, this was your opportunity yesterday. So okay. I hope you do. Thank you, Ken, for nice words. I'm enjoying them too. I didn't do them for a long time. I was just recording videos. I'm trading for 8 years already, like 6 years of them are profitable. And honestly, like starting streaming was the biggest challenge for me. And I just want to share what I see about the markets and just show you that even with the small account, over time you can make some monies. Anyway, let's go to GBP USD and let's go with the analysis. Today we'll make it a little bit shorter, probably half an hour. I noticed not much people are watching the whole hour content. It better be boring. But if you want more questions to be asked and answered, and you want to talk a little bit more, what I'm doing after the stream, I'm going straight to the Discord, to the voice channel, and I'm staying there for 1.5 hours after the stream, and we talk about the markets, talk about setups, and also talk about bullshit, because we're just friends. So if you want it, if you want to test how the AdCast works, join our Discord. It's for free. If you want something more, yes, we have subscription plan with all the explanation in the Discord. I won't go here, but yeah, feel free to join our community. Let's talk, let's meet ourselves, and let's get some markets traded. Overall, if you like this video, like and subscribe, guys. Click bell icon notification, and yeah, we'll try to deliver more content to you. We are all doing it for fun. Me, Mark, EO, we are here to help you guys, to try to give you a little bit of an insight how we are trading. Overall on GBP USD, come back to the markets, Jackie. Stop talking about nonsense. Okay, so here we have on GBP USD reaction of the 0.5 retracement, which for Forex is pretty good play most of the time. 618 and 0.5. 0.5 gave me a little more confluence that this 61866, which I would long if it got there. But 0.5 here is along with the liquid zone here, coming from this, let's call it a bottoming formation for a short term at least. So you could see last few days, this week, a nice reaction out of it, pumping up, making a higher high over this one, breaking the 255. Right now it's playing in the 4-hour 200 EMA and SMA territory. Good thing about them is that they are in the correct order for me to believe it can pop a little bit up. But this is my opinion, especially after this daily closure. This daily closure below, I mean above I need to get my sound fixed. I hope it's working right now. Yeah, it's normal for me. Tell me if you can hear me or not. Okay, Mark. Now good or not? Or should I change it? Okay, now I'm good. Nice. It's something funny with my PC. I want it fixed for like last 3 years. I want to fix it out, and I just can't. I don't know why. Anyway, I good for you, Mark. You just woke up. Thank you, Ken. Good to go. Nice. Okay, so back to GBP USD. Yeah, it is in a downtrend for last year. And we have to stick to this narrative, and we have to at least think on higher time frames a little bit more in bearish terms. What does it mean? It doesn't mean to short everything. Like, bear market is not the inverse bull market. What it means for me is I'm a little bit more hesitant to put longer lasting long trades, and I'm a little bit more hesitant to put more risk on the longs, because in bear market, from my experience and from what I learned, because I never traded the market like this, and most of the guys didn't. Like, as I said, last time we had a situation with the inflation, with all the shit happening, it was 1984. I was born in 1985. There's no way I can gain experience in doing this until it happens again. And we all know from technical analysis, and not only, the history goes in circles. History tends to repeat itself. It tends to play again, not the same exact scenario, but the certain mechanisms are in place. Believing that this time it will be different, Albert Einstein called being insane. So I'm trying to stay sane, and I think, okay, it will be more or less the same, with different variations, etc. But anyway, right now we are in a territory which was not traded for last 40 years almost. And what we are trying to do here, we're trying to find a nice, I would be rather thinking about a nice long trade here, and looking for a potential pullback to get long. For me, price coming back today to test 112.320 would be a nice gift, and I'll try to long it, maybe even lower the daily 21 EMA, but this point would be a really nice. Why it would be, so I'll show you a little bit more of a trick which Mark actually learned from Mark over time, and then started using fibs pretty often. So we have here in this territory, we have 382 fib, which is kind of giving us a little bit of a confluence of the one support here. And then we have another one. If that one doesn't work, then we have another zone coming here, which I will be interested in taking trades. 61866, yes, if it comes here, I'll be taking it for a scalp. Right now it's a little bit too low to judge. I'm not ready to short it too. So here we have GBP USD, pretty nice long play. Yesterday I had, not on GBP USD, I had my little scalp as I posted the video, the update on the you can't hear me again. Is it working or not? Anyway.
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Cool. Yeah, I can hear you, and millions watching us right now can hear you too. Hello, bro. How are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm fine. A little bit slow in the morning today. Anyway, with the markets, I had a nice little scalp. I closed it too early, but because it was a news day, I wanted to be really conservative with my scalps, with my trades. So I closed it all on the 200 EMA and the red line. And as you can see, it pumped up a little nice price action, giving us a little bit of a consolidation coming here with a thick thick resistance. This is based on the 1 hour, so probably if I go to 15 minute, yeah, more or less the range for right now. So buy here, sell here until it stops working, and then you can probably look for a breakout to the upside and long it on the retest. The same situation here to the bottom. London is not open. I'm not taking any trades yet. So here we have GBP USD, Euro USD. Well, Euro USD got a little surprise. So it closed below our 618 and our order block here, which it spent a lot of time during this week trying to fake up and fake down. As you can see right now, it's looking good and it's looking healthy. I would be thinking in long terms on it, and looking for it to go even today if I was trying to crystal ball shit. So 98,330, it's a good resistance right now to keep an eye on if you are long on a trade. So it's a good take profit area. Anyway, everything higher would imply for me a movement back to 98 to swing high, and there a little bit more of a decision time. On a daily, it's still below the 21 EMA, so it's a little bit different situation than GBP USD, but I like recently GBP is way more what can I say, bullish. It's way more moving way more. Forgive me my language. Anyway, so Euro USD looks like a little bit more upside if it breaks the daily 21 EMA, closes above the daily 21 EMA today. What I will be looking at, I will be looking for the weekly to continue higher. Why? Because first of all, I have a stochastics pointing upside right now, and this type of a closure looks like a little bit of a bottoming here and a little bit more of a price action coming to the upside. If this weekly closes bullish like this, I'm going to be mostly if the price action doesn't make me different, mostly will be trying to get into longs and forget a little bit about longer term shorts. So Euro USD, USD CHF, we were watching it live yesterday, so that's why you don't trade news. It's just fucking crazy. So it tried to fake out above the 1 level, it reached the 1 level, but it tried to fake out a little bit higher. I still have my measure move from this triangle formation here. I hope you can see it or not. For some reason my bottom line disappeared, so I'll draw it once again. So this little red line is showing the bottom of it, so some kind of a flag. I don't know, guys, how it's called. I never traded patterns effectively, but we have some kind of a consolidation here. Potential resolution is the measure move after breakout, and it's 101,350 on GBP USD. If it hits there, well, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, I mean, I'm not trading it recently too much, but yesterday it tried to trade above 10170, and right now it's coming back down to test lower. Overall on a daily, it's still at top of the range, and this is what I was probably on the stream selling. Watch out for this parity level. It's a very strong one, especially in the context of this range. So for me right now, the price action would need to start close and the follow through, meaning I need a bullish close and the next candle should be bullish for me to believe the range is likely to get broken, and then the natural target will be at least 101,350, but probably higher. Right now it's still reacting off the top of the range, so on the macro this is the top of the range. Here you can find the absolute bottom to manage your trades, but overall it's still not looking bad. We will see on the weekly and we will see on the higher time frames how it goes over time. Let's go to the Beast. And yeah, Beast made me some money yesterday, and as of yesterday I was too early taking profits out of it. It pumped really nicely. So my entry, if you I didn't post it on the YouTube yet, but I have it recorded. So my entry was on the 1 hour 21 EMA here, and this is a setup, the trending setup, which I like to play a lot. Especially when the price action broke about 200 EMA and SMA, and also broke about this 162.5 mark, which was the top, which was the resistance resistance. So it broke about it, traded about it, retested alongside with the 1 hour 21 EMA, 200 EMA, and it was a long entry here. So forget about the stochastics and the stuff right now. They were also pointing to the upside, but this was a long entry. Normally, in normal situations, if there were no events coming, I would be still holding this trade. Okay, I don't want to have any trades open during the events because you know, guys, I'll show you what can happen over the events. Yes, such things can happen. Okay, such dildos. It was done in seconds, literally. Low liquidity, high volatility, and so here we go. With the GBP USD, I'm bullish on it still. A little bit of a concern with the 200 EMA and SMA on the... okay, so GBP JPY, sorry, I switched the assets. So I'm still bullish. I'm a little bit of concern of this top liquid zone. So this is the top liquid zone, this is the top of the range, and this range is placed, the top of it is placed in April this year. If you look at the macro, GBP JPY actually on the weekly scale, I'm not talking on the monthly, because on the monthly it's still in the range because it's good old Forex. It's a giant oscillator, and this is a beautiful thing if you cap the ranges properly. So on the weekly basis, closing like this, it's highly bullish for me. I know there is a resistance here, I will be wary about it, but I think it has a potential to go higher after this nice little fake to the downside, down to the weekly 200 EMA. Props for those guys who bought it. It was a good buy, and the price said goodbye to all the bears and late joiners. So this is what GBP JPY is known about. It's just a fucking mover both ways. It can get you wrecked really fast, but it can make you money if you know how to trade it. Overall, it's still in the short-term uptrend. 200 EMA and SMA on the hourly are trying to cross to the upside, and I might be thinking today a little bit more of a long play out of all those markets. I'll just wait for the London to open, and I will just try to take my position after it, or during it. So overall we have some kind of a range here, more or less the situation like GBP USD, just a little bit of the range here. If it breaks to the downside, natural target would be 200 EMA for me, and if 200 EMA gets hit, I will be happy and I will be going long on it. So we'll go with the Germany index, DAX. So as we said yesterday, like monthly it was looking pretty bad. Right now it's not looking pretty bad. Let's go with the weekly. Weekly is reacting, weekly is trying to push up. I think with such situation, if this level 12,576 breaks, then the next will be 13,350. This daily was a reaction of this resistance, but it closed kind of good for now. So let's see how this daily closes. Let's see how this boring week closes. We had, I mean, this week was pretty boring on all around. The same with oil. Oil mark is at 61866. This is what we were aiming for. Is it? No, it's not. Remove all those inverse fibs. I only know one guy who's doing inverse fibs and calling it an art and selling it for money. Anyway, here we have the correct fib pool. Right now the price action is at 0.5. 61866 is also a good one. Why? Because I have a confluence here with this resistance coming here. So if you're long, if you're looking for long on it, anyway you enter, I think this territory is 61866. So price wise on the oil it will be, correct me if I'm wrong, around 96.14 up to 96.50, and because it is if you are long on it, here I would close. I have a confluence from three things. First of all, I have the resistance, so price action comes first. Then I have the 61866, the fib pool, which is always a good take profit at the golden pocket here. And also I have the Bollinger Bands coming here, which naturally provides a little bit of the reaction and good take profit points. So most of my scalps I will be closing there. Okay, we covered crypto. Let's go to the Nasdaq for a moment, and it was hell of a ride recently. So let's go with the weekly. Weekly is still not looking good. It is reacting to this 11,000 level. It went really low. It almost hit my target. It's a little bit of a time play, but because, as I said, like it's trading below the 200 EMA and SMA, and since 2009, where I have data on this chart, it never did it. So it will be a little bit of a play here. Overall, it's bearish AF still. Yes, it can pump. Yes, it can go even to 14,000 without violating the overall bearishness of this market. This is hell of the retracement, and just fucking crazy markets. Morning, Patrick. How are you doing? Okay, so here we have Nasdaq. Overall, I'm not going to go any trades on the Nasdaq today. One more thing to notice. Overall, I think it will go to the upside. This is what I think, but this is not what I will trade. Right now, it's at 200 EMA and SMA ribbon on the 1 hour. And if it is in this ribbon, I'm really hesitant to put any longs. What I would like it to do, to break to the upside, then come down, retest, just try to form a little bit of a higher high. Right now, in this short term here, we have a higher high in place. What we'll be looking for, higher low to go long. Right now, if it comes to 10,950, yes, I might long it, because it's 1 hour 21 EMA. It's a level coming from the higher time frames, and a little bit of a scalpy scalp back to the 200 EMA and SMA. If it comes here, it will be really nice to make some money on it. Okay, and let's see gold. Gold is a big mystery recently. I need to go to really high time frames, so let's go with the monthly. So when I'm looking at the gold from the monthly perspective, forget about my little scalpy fibs here and zones. So I will say it once again, I don't have yearly here, but there is a huge bearish divergence on the yearly, on the gold. Second thing, on the monthly basis, it already broke, so close the monthly below the support, which bottom of the range, which was placed and respected for last 2 years on gold. Looks right now like it's retesting it, but until this monthly closes bearish, I'm not calling it a really dive. But overall, if you have such range broken on the weekly, it's retesting it. You would expect this range to play to the downside, and here on the long term would be a good and well manageable short area, in my opinion, with the natural targets coming to 1360 targets, and those targets are coming from this support and the structure. I hope you can see it on my chart. So here is a big support. If the price action comes here, yes, take profit. Overall, it doesn't look too good. Guys, current situation is not good for buying gold, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion, my money and my investments, but I'm not going to buy gold here. Let's go to Australian dollar, US dollar. So we observed it for a while, and it hit almost perfectly. I was probably not accurate with my drawings enough, but it hit our, we can call it a hit, our natural target of this consolidation here, which resolved to the downside, played a measure move, pretty nice. And what else? Right now the market is reacting. Daily stocks are going up, weekly is reacting, and if this weekly closes bullish, I will be looking for targets higher. It might be a time for a retrace on the US dollar. I don't know. I don't want to short the dollar. I just don't want to short it. Euro NZD, 1 hour, and 1 hour. Yeah, Australian US dollar, Patrick, back to 64. Yeah, I believe it can. I mean, right now it's coming back to 63,600 pretty fast. So if this weekly closes bullish, a little bit of a continuation next week after a little bit of a pullback, I would think yes, it will go to 64. will is a dangerous word in what I do. It's not will, it most likely can go there, and it will be good thinking about going it a little bit higher, especially if you look at this this reaction here. It was pretty tough, pretty nasty, and normally, yeah, 64 would be a good target at least. So here we have 64. If it comes back to this range, then the easiest place, guess what, it's playing this range, okay? And when it breaks, then we can make another targets to the upside. If it breaks to the downside, then we already have a level around 666. This is how I drew it. Anyway, it's around 607, 61, 700 to go to. So I'll see. Should be happy because there is a little bit of a relief. Even on the monthly basis, it's trying, but like monthly on the Forex doesn't feel right for me. In some cases it does, but overall it's a giant oscillator, guys. And welcome back to Euro New Zealand dollar. So New Zealand people are kind of capped in the range and with the euro, this is the range which we put a while ago, and it's still respecting. So you could see yesterday a nice was it yesterday? Yeah. This week a nice reaction of the top of the range, and right now, as I said, like with the ranges, it's the easiest money in the market. Just sell the top, buy the bottom until it stops working. Last trade will be a loser, yes, I know, but we are traders, we have losers in our portfolios. This is a part of doing business. You can't be right all the time. I mean, I know people who are right most of the time with the market, but all the time I find it nearly impossible, unless you have some matrix cheat codes which help you go with this life properly. If we live in a giant simulation, which I honestly don't know, and I will never know. Okay, USD Canadian dollar. That's a huge swing failure pattern. So looking at this without all the EMAs and shit which are trending right now, and also at those levels which we have drawn by ourselves as a good resistance zones. I don't remember which time frame it was drawn on, but probably on a daily. Here is the resistance. So the price yesterday, what it tried, what is the swing failure pattern? When the price tries to swing higher and it makes a high, but it's sold back down and it closes back into the range or below the range. So it shows you like, yeah, we tried, guys, but the bears didn't let us. Okay, so this is basically like a lot of sell pressure coming here, so it won't be easy to break this zone. Something has to happen to break it. Overall, I would treat it as a range between 138 285 down to 135. This is on a daily. It's a huge one. It's a daily 21 EMA coming here, so a little bit of a hopium for a little bit more of an upside, but overall coming back down into the range is not bullish at all. So that's why I say maybe some retracement on the US dollar. USA 30, it's Dow Jones, and Dow Jones is, as we spoke about, in the range, so 28,630, almost to the point, and right now heading back to 30,388, which is 200 EMA and SMA on the 4-hour, which we probably spoke about. So it's a good point to take your profits, guys, and wait for a little bit of a cool down, probably retracement or a clean break. If it makes a clean break, then you will have plenty of time to make money on this movement. Okay, people are writing to me. Cool. So yeah, Mark, if you join us, yeah, you can cover a little. I just have a problem observing all the time. Anyway, with the USA 30 coming back to the top of the range, so natural take profit here. Nothing more from the macro. This is almost same story as Nasdaq, with the slight difference. So I don't have RSI here. I'm tempted to put it on, but I'm not trading it too much. I think there is a nice bullish divergence here. This is what Mark mentioned in a few videos and already yesterday. A possible reaction, possible try to close back above the weekly 200 EMA and SMA. It will resemble a little this you know what dump in March 2020. Anyway, Dow Jones is reacting here, closing dildo like this. Naturally, after a pullback would imply a little bit more of the upside, which will be a little bit of a good thing, because whenever I see consolidation on the lows, like on BTC, Ethereum, and price playing and can do shit, you know, you don't want to be shorting a dull market, so you don't want to be going short on something which is already dead. Look for pullbacks, bull traps, and retracement. Yesterday we had a pretty textbook bear trap. So all those FOMO shorters, all those people who had stop losses below the low of the range, fixed stop losses, they got wrecked. Sorry to hear, guys. You gotta stop watching YouTube to learn trading. It's just, I mean, literally, if you think logically for a moment, just forget about getting rich fast scheme, okay? If you think logically, if all the fucking YouTube tells you to place the stop loss below the last week low or above the last week low, you know what, if I had money and if I had resources and I could program my algos and had enough money to move the market to sell into my positions, I can exactly tell where your stop losses are, and I can tell you where your stop losses were on USD JPY, and this is a correct example. So here are people, smart people, learning trading from YouTube, from the free sources, or buying the videotape Investopedia from some for thousands of dollars. Anyway, if you long here, and this is a good long and a good setup, and you don't take profits here, and there is an event and low liquidity, you mostly are placing your stop losses below the zone. Fixed stop losses. This is like the biggest evil in the world. I'm placing fixed stop losses, but when I can't manage my position and I want to stay in it. So here it is. Here is the stop loss zone, and all the stop losses, all of those, even those less greedy ones, were triggered, and the price action bounced, and it's still going up. So you know, I'm sorry for you guys. I did this mistake plenty of time, and this is why I was clear, and I'm clear on the stream. News are coming. Put your hands under your ass and just sit it down. Get your popcorn, beer, Coke, or whatever. Watch Netflix or watch the charts and have fun, because in some way it's just funny how the price action works, how the markets work, and how clearly you can see some things. But yesterday was a nice little bear trap, especially visible on the crypto. I will go with it. Like, crypto is so boring, those charts are really easy to read. So you could see, like we were talking it live yesterday. Go to the stream yesterday and look it through. It was trying to close below, but it didn't, and we were talking, there's a lot of liquidity here. All those people who are longing this retest, they're doing it right in the sense of the direction and all the technical analysis mastery, but all the stop losses are, you know where? I'll show you where. It's like, after you see it, the life will be so easy for you. They are below the last week fucking low, okay? So here are the stop losses, and all the stop losses are gone. Okay, there's no money here. Somebody took it, guys. It's the evil market makers, market movers. You know, blame somebody else, not yourself, for fucking it up and trading over the news. Here's the easiest way. Just when you have a breakout of the range, just wait for at least the closure on the higher time frames, like a daily, because this range was placed for three weeks, so you need at least like a daily to close and show you a commitment from the market. So right now, what it would show, like a closing below this week low or below the low of the range, that would mean that most likely, but not for sure, there is a commitment to the downside. The bulls stopped fighting, and the price can and possibly will go lower. Okay, so for me, when I get out of the trade, I need to have a situation, a market telling me to actually I am wrong about the direction, about the whole concept of a trade. So stop loss is not for me to get out because, oh, it may go lower. Stop loss for me is to get out because market most likely will go against me a little bit more, and it gives me a chance by booking some loss, of course, but it gives me a chance to get in lower if I want to still go in the same direction or look for another opportunity in the new direction. So this is why stop loss are made, in my opinion, and I wanted to make this live. 30 minutes is already 40. Sorry guys, I'll try to cut it. I know you're impatient. All the world is impatient. Nobody likes to watch for long. So here is the story one more time on GBP USD. I'm hunting for long today. To the upside, this kind of a range. I will be looking for a resolution to the upside, so some more close above the 113,500 retest, and I'm going on, where I will be taking profit on the MON, of course. I mean, this is a natural take profit area for everybody. I'll be trying to take profit at the swing high with this, because I think it might give us a nice little entry. Well, that's all from my point. If you like this video, and I was happy to share my insights over the markets, like and subscribe. Go to our Discord. It's for free, guys, like a normal part, and we can meet, we can talk. And if you have more suggestions about the markets I should go through, just leave a comment down below the video or in the chat, and I'll try it next time. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Have a nice Friday. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you on Monday, 8 a.m. Central European time, like today, trying to get something analyzed before the London Open. So